Greetings to all, friends. Energy, meditation, obsession, harmony of body and spirit. I believe that yes, it is indeed, truly, precisely the harmony of the body, energy, and spirit that allows a person to feel with their body the reality that exists on a spiritual level. That is, yes, for many, the concept of spatial dissonance is very strange. Yes, for me, as an osteopath, this is a very understandable phenomenon that seemingly the physical matter is in place, meaning we see, I don't know, a leg, an arm, anything, any tissue of the human body. But when we start to palpate, we get the feeling that it is located somewhere else or has some kind of tension, twisting in a certain way. Why? Because there is some additional informational structure that gives it this movement. Usually, this is all related to psychotraumas, where there is some emotion involved, and all the tension creates spatial dissonance in the energetic bodies relative to the physical body. And here, in my personal opinion, is a very important point: a person's comprehension of their spirit, their inner core, their support. The inner world, and whether it is balanced inside or not, can it somehow move within? Can it straighten out in some way? Can it accumulate and gather together energy potentials in its shell? Or perhaps can it do something else entirely? In general, can it do something with what is inside or not? And why exactly so? If it's twisted or warped, why is that so? Because we all have our own unique inner stories. And against the backdrop of various ancestral transmissions of programs during a person's development, these programs accumulate over time, and so on. Ultimately, we see that the body expresses a sense of discomfort against the backdrop of a distorted and troubled spirit, where an emotion is pulling a person somewhere, perhaps into the past, or alternatively, they are not accepting certain energies in their life or experiencing other various forms of tension and stress in various ways, and other different forms of tension and stress in various ways. And instead of going deep within themselves, going into meditation and building their inner world, a person takes a little pill or alcohol, a little bit of alcohol, one glass, another, and people feel great. Right away, there is a lot of energy, yes, like the liver, generates this empty heat from alcohol. Please, a lot of strength, a lot of feeling that all boundaries are gone. The sea is knee-deep, the mountain is shoulder-high. In reality, you see, the debt continues to grow and persist, meaning that the imbalances that existed do not go away. And if a person tries to balance themselves incorrectly, those imbalances are intensified and increased. If a person spent the weekend partying, then starting Monday, it's time to hit the gym. You know, there is this concept of muscle tone. It seems like, why are you so tense? Maybe it's just, oh, it's just tensing up. Oh no, friends, I mean there are certain fibers inside. The muscle, yes, there are a large number of different subgroups of muscles. It may happen that some muscle groups take on the load while others, on the contrary, atrophy. What should be done? How can they be activated? Here is a wonderful science, kinesiology. That's it. They measured this. Here it holds the load. Here it doesn't. They turned it on, and now it holds. And it goes by. Well, I don't know. Not even a month. Perhaps 3 days or a week. You look, and it doesn't hold again. It turns out there are certain governing structures, indeed of a higher order, that form this genetic, so to speak, matrix from which the subconscious is woven, yes, against the backdrop of which consciousness actually exists. That is, the programs that cause muscles to engage or Conversely, blues tone have certain controlling structures that I would call semi-divine essences. Some suras, asuras, and others. There are indeed many of them, and some truly fulfill a certain divine law, while others truly pursue their own goals. That's already a separate story that I discuss in more detail at my retreats. And now I just want to say that it's not enough to do yoga exercises. It's not enough to just read some books or watch movies and observe those who are observing. To emphasize the importance of these activities and to truly understand the essence of them, one must deeply engage with the practices. It's not enough to just simply observe your breathing. It's not just that people are used to me being silent about going to the gym, but rather that there are 10 exercises for toning, which means this and that, and also more and more. Friends, it's not that simple. Yes, these muscle trains, these internal muscle corsets, the very tensegrity, this tension of the muscles that hold the human body, in fact, in principle, in a vertical position, various L5, S1 joints, and the atlas, actually. There are certain knots that are, in principle, anatomically at risk, because they bear a significant load due to their specific location in the body. The entire upper body, including the head, neck, and shoulders, rests on this one crucial vertebra, and it constantly struggles under the immense weight. So, what do you think? When you lie down and relax, this vertebra also gets a chance to relax and recover from the strain. No, friends, no, it doesn't work that way. Yes, everything is much deeper. Much deeper here, yes, in the head. To get there, you need meditation. And for meditation, you need to stop the inner dialogue. To stop the inner dialogue, you need to work through the psycho-emotional dysfunctions that cycle the consciousness and make it think. Yes, constantly think about something, to worry. And this thinking about something and experiencing it creates muscle spasms and false specters through which the psyche in the inner muscles and tissues begin to strive for something. In this multidimensional space, yes, the mental world, where there is interconnection, it doesn't matter with other people, life processes, certain situations, or something else. In other words, the point is that either you start to truly understand and genuinely realize yourself, pulling yourself out of the cliches and patterns in which you were born and raised, or you continue to burden yourself with the patterns that surround you throughout your entire life, and consistently throughout. In other words, the world is constantly changing, fashion evolves, and there are more and more suggestions to expose certain parts of the body, to enhance them somehow, to express them, and to make the eyelashes stand out. Larger, yes, the shape of the eyes, surgery is changing very well now. The nose there, the lips. I'm not arguing, yes, there is some beauty, aesthetics, everything, but has the body really been asked what it really wants? What is going on inside it? Does it have its own emotions? Yes, so what should I do? I mean, I need to work through it, but working through it is painful. So, you go into strain, you go into tension, you go into some inner work. This work is always friction, internal tension, it is tears, it is a real restructuring, a mental restructuring. These are painful things, serious matters of deep inner world reevaluation. Who needs that? It's better to spend time pleasantly. After all, one should live for enjoyment. You need more, I don't know, perhaps alcoholic beverages, more something else, and fanfares, that is, light music and so on, and so forth. In other words, you need to somehow show others more and more how good you feel, indeed. In other words, the focus is not on whether you truly feel good, because feeling good can indeed be achieved in a meditative state. A person sits there that is hard to understand, but actually, they feel so good no chemical substances compare to the well-being they experience. This feeling of well-being is not visible. The person just sits there, and it's unclear whether they feel good or not. But if you show it, then yes, to the public, like how good it is, you really look inside a person. And it's not good there. It's not just empty. There are truly serious debts. The body is already crying out in pain. And the cells are indeed breaking down. There's a lack of energy. Everything is truly twisted. But a person with hypermobile joints demonstrates excellent yoga exercises. But you go inside, start looking, and there is a lack of tone in the very muscles that are absolutely necessary. In other words, one of the chains is overstretched, while another has too weak a tone. This is a significant problem of our time. Advertising and media are all problems of our time. Information overlays, this increasing influx of ideas into people about what is right and how things should be, certainly diverting their attention away from themselves, pulling their focus away from their inner world and the possibility of real work on themselves. This all certainly has an impact, undoubtedly. Nightmarish results. We see that people are truly, horrifyingly deteriorating rapidly, at a quite young age. Moreover, they are falling apart mentally and physically. I believe that if a person has started to sense that something is not right in their inner world, that something really needs to change. For the better, friends, welcome to our community. We are always open and here for you, and supportive in every way possible. Come to retreats, take courses, learn how to meditate in the correct manner, how to climb the ladder, where to start, where to move, and how to move in order to achieve ideal, correct results, and more, so that it doesn't become a waste of time, so that it isn't like ALYON all the universe is here, everything is open, take all you want. Definitely. Take everything you want, right. So why aren't you taking anything? Oh, it can't be taken. Why can't it be taken? Because you can't take everything you want, right. You can only take what you are able to take. And in order to take what you can take, you need to understand what exactly is within you, who you are. How can you take this? What can you do with it? What do you even have? In your inner world, in your body, in your psyche, in your spirit. What exists? If something exists, learn to manage it, acknowledge it, feel. If there is joy in a smile, if the heart is still working, learn to deliver the joy and smile to every cell, so that they can love each other inside. No need for any super ecstatic states. Just a little bit, okay. And if you spend 20 minutes a day in this state with a smile, stretching it throughout your whole body, your life will be completely different. In a month, in 2, and if you learn further, you'll see that indeed, oh, something is happening with the right leg. It's moving off to the side. That's why she keeps twisting her ankle accidentally, you know. That's why, because she has some kind of vector, which means she found this vector, tracked it, saw the core, identified the weight, and worked through it. We have the techniques, and we share them in our sessions. I worked out this heaviness, and my leg returned to its normal position. Even where it was uncomfortable, it suddenly just stood up by itself. No more twisting, no more problems. Why? Because the energy background has been restored. The spatial discrepancies between the physical body and the energy body have disappeared. And, friends, there are many similar things. Yes, I am talking about harmony, yes, with a bit of emphasis to convey understanding to you. In fact, this is not some kind of endless. Energy is everywhere. Take whatever you want. No, there are clear structures, there are clear laws, and there are correct mechanisms. Knowledge of these laws and mechanisms provides health, brings harmony, and fosters that very inner world growth. Not knowing these laws gradually leads a person into certain dead ends and breaks. Color and love, friends, meditate with us. I look forward to seeing you at retreats, courses, and our classes. OM.